Okay, I think at least the sound is working now. I just gotta get my avatar back up on screen. Hold on, it's gonna be a minute. I don't think anybody's even here anyways. It doesn't matter. I got a couple things I gotta fix now. Alright, there we go. Alright, so now I'm back on the screen. Yay! Snow Owl, welcome! I can always hear you. Yes, because I'm loud and obnoxious. I have no idea what happened. Oh no, I missed the stream. Delta, it's so good to see you, my friend. Oh goodness, I have no idea. I have no idea what happened. It just all of a sudden the audio just cut. That was kind of crazy. Hold on, I gotta wait. I gotta update one last thing. Hold on, please. The chat is out of date. The chat is out of date. Delta, I didn't even see Delta. Delta's in the other stream. Alright, hold on. Wait. I can fix this. I have the technology. Come on, Rady. Pull it together, girl. What a rough morning. Holy crap. There we go. There we go. Oh, finally. Okay, so everything's back to normal-ish. I've had a weird morning. So, like, I woke up this morning at, like, 2:30 this morning. I was having some really weird dreams. I had a weird dream about Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek. And he had a baby. And I was in the room. And I was, like, congratulating him. And he was, like, on this, like, long speech about, like, how his son is, like, the most important thing in the world to him. And then Q showed up and started mocking Picard over having a son. And it was so absurd. I was like, I don't remember ever watching like this on Star Trek. And then I woke up. It was the weirdest dream ever. Good afternoon, people. Pal World 1.0 hype coming out in July. Oh, finally, a good excuse to get back into Pal World. I messed around with a little bit, but I never got a chance to live stream it. This feels pretty canon. I know! That's why it, like, kind of freaked me out in my dream, because, like, it kind of almost felt like a real thing. Did I break something? I knew it was you, my brother. Welcome to the stream. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Okay, so the other crazy thing. So I woke up, and I was up for a couple of hours. I couldn't get back to sleep. And the reason why, and I don't want to get too much into it, but I've been having some, like, issues with my neck and my lower back and, like, my hips, and it's been really painful. And despite it being extremely painful and, like, kind of knocking me out, I didn't let that deter me yesterday. I basically kind of just laid down and had myself a nice, lovely afternoon, just laying out and chilling out, but I didn't sleep the best. So, like, the pain from that kind of woke me up this morning, and it took a couple of hours to get comfy again and to, like, fall back to sleep. That was a little bit rough. Leanne, welcome back. Peter, I see you there too. I see you all here. Chaos, you made your way back here to me. No, don't glitch again. Don't glitch again. Why is my... No! Wait, is it working now? Now it just wants to work again. So wait, you can just all hear me typing. What the hell is going on with my microphone? Why did it do that? Oh my god. It just very randomly just turned itself back on. I don't know what's going on. Something is going on. Now I'm freaked out. Now I've got a ghost in my microphone. Hi, Tenno. Welcome to the stream. It's very scuffed this morning. I was talking about how my, day from yesterday... Okay, alright, let me try to get my thoughts together so I could, get this out sufficiently and quickly and, okay, this is what's been going on since yesterday. No, it's doing it again. No. Okay, I got the other microphone set up, but I have no idea if this is going to be a bad microphone or not. Hold on, wait, I gotta adjust the audio on it because it's way too loud. Alright, hold on. I know this is a scuffed microphone, but at least it works. Hold on. I've got one other thing I gotta adjust. Alright, how about now? Okay, I think that works. Oh no, that's not working for my thing. Alright, hold on, I gotta restart my... Okay, I think that'll work for now, but I don't know how I sound. I probably sound awful. Let me get the, like, cap over this thing. There we go. That's better. Maybe. I don't know. How do I sound? Is it bad? How bad is it? Like, be honest, this is the best time. Quality's a bit worse, but we can hear you at least. Okay. Well, this is not a good microphone. This is my old desk microphone that I was using from, like, almost a year ago. It sounds like an empty room. I could try to get, like, the microphone closer to me. But the problem is that if I get too close to it, I gotta adjust the volume on it, because it's weird. It's not like the other microphone where you need to be close to it. This is, well, like, if you get too close to this microphone, it can be problematic, but I do want to get it closer to my mouth, at least. Okay. Alright, what about this? What if I did this for today? Oh, screw it. Just put the microphone in front of my face. Oh my god. I'm so tired of this. The scuff is unreal. Alright. Is this better? Does this at least work? Does this sound, like, somewhat better? I mean, I don't know. I don't know at this point. I want to fix my regular microphone. That's what I really want to do. Okay, I think I've got it tuned where, like, I could speak close to it, and hopefully it doesn't sound like a cave in here. Okay, I've got to hit the pass-through, but I got to hear what I sound like. Oh my god, this is so bad. How about now? Okay, that's a little better. Let me turn that down. Okay. Alright, I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Yeah, that does sound better, but obviously, like, the high-quality professional Rode microphone is way nicer and sounds much nicer. That's 10 times better. Yeah, I agree. Well, what sucks about this microphone, it has, like, this weird, like, echo thing on it. And it's like, it's really janky. You don't even want to have it, like, turned up even on, like, one notch, or it just destroys your audio. Hey, as long as I can hear you fine, I'm not bothered. Well, hopefully this isn't what I have to use for a while, because I don't know if I sound very different or not. Like, I haven't tested this. I have to do, like, a test recording now. No, so that one is a professional, like, microphone. It's got, like, one of those, like, it's a Rode NT1 microphone, and I don't even think it's the microphone. I think the audio DAC is having a problem. It's a little lower quality, but not that bad. This is what I was using on the channel before to make all my videos. Yeah, it's because, like, I can turn the volume up on the microphone, and that allows me to, like, step back away from it. But this was the original issue I had with the microphone, was that, like, you can never dial in. Like, like, if you move even an inch, right, and you got dialed in on your audio, if I move my, like, face even a little bit, it just throws everything off. That's not great when you're trying to record stuff, because I need to be able to move around naturally. This will be fine for today, because I'm basically just kind of, like, hunched over speaking into the microphone. But, like, I wouldn't be able to record like this or do, like, a live stream without it sounding really weird. Yeah, no, because this is supposed to be, like, just a basic desktop microphone for, like, honestly, like, this would be great for somebody who, like, worked in an office. This would work perfectly fine, but, like, for streaming and, like, making videos, this is not it. Hi, Rain. Today, me and my girlfriend tried to eat American street hot dogs, and I liked it, but my girlfriend doesn't like it, and it's not as bad as Anna said. I think street hot dogs are fine. Now, I might be biased because, I've been to New York City a bunch of times, and, it's just part of the culture. It's just part of that culture, you just got to get yourself some nice... if you come here, you got to try at least one hot dog from a hot dog cart stand, right? It's the American experience. Whether you like it or not, it's worth trying. Also, those, barbecue lamb carts that, are all over New York City are, one of my favorite things to go to. I love that. Oh, my God. What do you mean you're always weird? Nailing it, my brother. Nailing it. You don't want to be hunched over too long. That won't do your back any good. Yeah, but I want to at least have, a functional live stream for, how about an hour? Can we at least get through an hour before I'm, plagued with technical issues? I didn't even get to, properly tell you all about my day. I also got myself an Ace shirt for the occasion. I've got to get more Ace Pride stuff. I ain't ever trying hot dogs. I mean, come on. You don't want mystery meat in, a tube format? Put between a questionable bun that's been heated up in lukewarm water all day? You don't want to try that? You don't want to roll the dice on that experience? I don't blame you. Anyway, stream's been so scuffed. I'm now in Edinburgh. Connection still sucks though. At least you picked a good one to have a scuffed connection for, because my connection seems to be scuffed too. Shouldn't the dog be heated in the water, not the bun? I'm like I know how to run a hot dog cart. What you do is you put the hot dog in the bun first. Then you dunk the entire bun and hot dog in with the bread into the water to warm it up. Everyone knows that is the proper way to serve a hot dog. I think I'm good. I'll say this. I boil my own hot dogs at home or grill them. That way I know for sure they're cooked properly. Also, if you're not a big fan of hot dogs, just do the same thing, but with, sausages. And also, if you're, really sketchy about, that kind of stuff in general, and you're like, but I don't want mystery meat. I don't trust their sausage-making process. It's actually not that hard to make sausages at home. So, just throwing that out as a curveball, you could technically make your own hot dog and sausages at home if you really don't trust anything about that process. We use wieners for our hot dogs. I know there is a distinction, but I don't understand what the difference is. I'm going to be real. I've heard the term Frankfurter, wiener, and hot dog before, used interchangeably, but I am not 100% sure what each of those, distinctly mean. Hi, Rosie. Welcome to the stream. I dunk mine in mustard because I'm addicted to mustard after going to America. Try spicy ground mustard, Raven. That's my favorite. Sorry for your phone. Oh, no. Your phone broke? All right, so here. All right, let me... Because I broke something this morning, too. Not me. I didn't break me or my microphone. Well, I broke two things so far this morning. But here, let me get into my, story real quick. Okay, so after yesterday's live stream, obviously... Raining TNT, so much fun, very stressful. So I decided, I was like, I'm in a really good mood, and instead of ruining my mood by doing more work, I'm just going to take it easy. Our hot water heater is broken because the power went out the other day, and I think like a power surge blew the fuse inside of the hot water heater, so the fuse probably needs to be changed out on that. So I was just like, all right, well, that sucks. So I guess I'm gonna have to wait to take a shower till today after they fix it, right? So I just kind of just chilled out, relaxed. I watched some YouTube videos. I watched some Garbage Time, which is always my one of my favorite recent channels. Love that channel. I watched a bunch of cooking videos and like just a bunch of like other like random stuff on YouTube. And then I had a chit chat with Karu last night, and we were talking about like Luanti and Vox Libre and how long we knew each other. And it's been like years now that we've known each other. It's pretty crazy how long that girl has known me. Not really about the process at all, just unappealing as a food to me. I don't know why. I mean, that's valid. There are some foods that I'm like really weird. Alright, I'll tell you a food that I will never eat. Durian. I don't care how you serve it. I don't care if you have durian ice cream, durian candy, durian anything. If you put durian in my mouth, I will lose my mind. I hate it. The last time I had durian, I had it by accident. I put a piece of durian candy in my mouth, and I thought like I got poisoned. I spit it out instantly. ZT, oh my goodness, sorry I didn't notice you earlier. I've been plagued with issues today. Have a good day, sweetie. I hope you have a good weekend. I broke a helmet visor yesterday. Wait, on your scooter or motorcycle, or do you ride a bicycle? Durian is a type of fruit that you can find in Southeast Asia. It is a spiky giant fruit, and it stinks like you wouldn't believe. And some people think it's awesome. And then other people, like me, think it's the most horrible thing in the entire world, and I want nothing to do with it. If you bring a durian fruit into my house, I will throw it out the window. I'm not even joking. I hate it. Do not bring a durian over to my house. I will kick you out. Durian is okay. I can't handle it. I've tried it. I've tried durian ice cream. I've tried it cold. I've tried it like normal. I don't like it. I hate it. I'm sorry. It's just disgusting. The smell is bad. The taste is bad. I don't know how people eat that and go, oh yeah, durian, yum. Fun fact, in Hitman, durians actually make people sick. I'm shocked you can't use them as a weapon in Hitman. I mean, they're spiky giant fruits. You could probably throw it at somebody and hurt them real bad. It smells like a corpse. That's what most people say. I wouldn't call it a corpse smell, but it's like this pungent, thick odor that just permeates everything around it. And you're just like, what is that? What is that horrible thing that you have? I think my armpit smells the worst. I would counter that with the smell of durian. I'm gonna be real. Like, I think most people's BO would probably be... Most people, not everybody. I still think durian might be worse. That, and also stinky tofu. If nobody has ever smelled stinky tofu before, oh goodness. Oh goodness. You're in for a treat. You're in for a real treat. Assassination by durian. It's possible. Wait. Let me pull up a picture of what a durian actually looks like. So y'all actually know what I'm talking about here. God, I hate these things. They're disgusting. Blech. Okay, here's like the lowest quality image in the entire world to find of a goddamn durian, but I found one. And screen on. Wait, why didn't that work? Oh, there it goes. Okay. So that's a durian for anybody who doesn't know what a durian is. Durian hater! Yes, I am. I am a durian hater. Loud and proud. I'm sorry, I can't stand this fruit. I think they're a mid fruit for me. If you like durian, it's totally fine. I can't handle this. This is too much for me. I can't handle durian. Local woman dies by smelling durian. Honestly, real. That would be me. That would be me, for real. Oh, Maid, you missed it. The microphone you gave me died twice this morning during the middle of the live stream. I don't know if it's the microphone or if it's the audio DAC, but now I'm using my old microphone again. The one I was using before you gifted me that microphone. I know, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. It just kept fading out and then it would just die. Everything's been so scuffed. So like I said, so yeah, the hot water heater broke, so I wasn't able to take a shower. So I just relaxed yesterday. I had a really nice chill evening. Then I woke up at 2:30. I was in a lot of pain. I was like tossing back and forth, right? Blah, 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 blah. I already kind of got through that part of the story. Then I fall back asleep, wake up at 7:30, which is a little too late for me. I don't like waking up that late. I go into the kitchen to wash out my coffee pot, my French press coffee pot. And the first thing I do is I pick it up, I rinse it under the water, and I drop it, and it shatters in the sink. So my French press pot is completely destroyed. So before I've even had my coffee, I'm picking shards of glass out of the sink and trying to clean up that mess. And then, in order to actually have coffee this morning, I had to use a measuring cup and create my own filter out of paper towels and a strainer that I have in my cabinet and make it into a measuring cup. And that's how I had my coffee this morning. It was awful. I hated it. Oh my god, disaster woman! Beyond girl failure! Yes! And then we get to this live stream and it has been nothing but endless scuff the entire time. I feel like I cursed myself with that TNT stream yesterday. Oh goodness, everything's blowing up now. By the way, who loved the TNT stream yesterday? Because that was so much fun. Rain BRB, my hotel Wi-Fi is scuffed. Don't worry, everything's scuffed about me. I'm Captain Scuffed Cat Girl or something. I don't know. I'm so scuffed I can't even get my words straight. I'm so gay I can't even think straight. Ha 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 ha. Okay, that was a little lame. It was the bomb! Oh my goodness, I love that. It was fun. Okay, I'm gonna be doing it again on Monday. Cat pin stuff? Oh my god, Delta, that would have been so much better. Here's your I tried cake. That was a pretty mom joke. It was, yeah, I'm known for those. I'm pretty goofy and lame. Honestly, most of the time it's more oh, Ray, come on now. I don't know how any of you tolerate me. Especially Anna. She's got to live with me. Y'all get me in small doses. Anna's got to deal with me 24/7. You have no idea the kind of crazy shit that I'm always up to. And Anna walks in and was like, Raid, do you need some help? Okay, it's now good. Yay, I ate Chicago deep dish pizza last night and we loved it. Have you had regular New York pizza? Sounds like you had a blast. It was so much fun. I realized something with the game though. It's all well and good we got to the Nether, and the Nether is going to be its own challenge. But I just realized too, to find the stronghold, to get to the end, we are going to have to go onto the surface, which means we're going to have to figure out how to survive the TNT rain. That was a pretty mom joke. Aw, you said pretty. I'm still down for the community mobile app. Just tell me what we need. Also, it's free. No, I'm so sorry I didn't get a chance to follow up. Obviously, I was pretty sick last week, and I'm just getting on point this week again. Actually, I'm pretty much almost all caught up. Let me circle back with you one more time on that, because I actually thought about it, and I actually came up with a couple of ideas, but I just didn't get a chance to talk to you about it. Unfortunately, I'm always honestly, it's not always that I'm busy. It's either that I'm being pulled in too many directions at once, or I tire myself out and I just need to collapse, and then I kind of forget to follow up on things. I'm just gonna be real. Sometimes I just forget. I never do it intentionally, though. I promise you, I never intentionally forget. Just tell me when. I'm gonna try. I have tomorrow and Wednesdays are so Sundays and Wednesdays, just for everybody's knowledge, I take Sundays and Wednesdays off from live streaming. Those are the best days to communicate your ideas with me, because I can focus. I'm not distracted. I'm not exhausted. I didn't just get off a 2 to 4 hour live stream where I had to be entertaining and funny for several hours, right? Those are the best days to follow up with me and get progress on stuff, and to get stuff scheduled, and whatever you want to work on with me, I am open to working with anybody in the community. But Wednesdays and Sundays are the best day to communicate your ideas with me and to get in touch with me. I just have more energy on those days. It's really hard too, because here's the problem. If I was able-bodied and I didn't have chronic pain issues and all this other stuff I deal with in the background, I honestly think I could handle not only streaming for several hours a day, even probably all day, but I could probably keep working on content afterwards too, and edit videos and do stuff like that. I know I could do it because I have done it before. The problem is if I do it like that now and I keep working and I keep working, I will blow out in 2 weeks. Guaranteed. And there is a good handful of people here that have seen me crash out because I've overdone it. I know Crazy Krita has seen it several times. I know Anna has seen it several times. I know Maid has seen it several times. I know Dark Raven has seen it several times. I don't know if Leon has seen it. I'm not 100% sure. I never crash out publicly, but I definitely overdo it a lot, and then I'm get kind of sad. I wish I could sleep all day, but Raid's got me trying to live healthily. I'm trying. Maddie, welcome to the stream, cutie. Anna is on a master reset. I think that's a good way to phrase it. You're doing a full reset on your life. And a big part of what I'm trying to help Anna with, without getting too detailed, is mostly just looking at things differently, looking at things through a different light, and just being more consistent on the goals that she wants to achieve in her life. And that's all I'm really trying to help with. It's the same thing I do for any of my friends. Besides what you talk to me about directly, oh goodness. Actually, I forgot you've actually, Leon has actually been privy to some pretty crazy stuff. I almost forgot about that one. I'll say this, the community is in a very healthy place these days. Oh, goodness. I broke my phone, this sucks. Life.exe is becoming life2.exe? Yes! And I want to say this about Anna. She is incredibly diligent and hardworking. Nobody is perfect when they do, like, a full reset, right? Like, we all hang on to our old bad habits. And I know this better than anyone because I have broken a ton of really, 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 really bad habits. The thing that I respect about Anna is that even if she, like, falls off the wagon a little bit on, like, breaking one of those habits, she gets right back on again. And she's like, okay, I messed it up a bit, but let's keep going. I'll probably message on the Discord server. I still have a school project. I might add you to my DMs just so that we can communicate directly. But yeah, ping me on the Discord server first and just be like, Rain, don't forget, so we can discuss our mobile app. Something like that. And then that way, when I see the notification later, I can be like, oh yeah, we talked about that on live stream. I remember. My throat hurts. Oh no. All right, head pats for Maddie. I hope you feel better soon. Okay, I needed to circle back on something. Wait, Ed Rain Marine says hi, and thanks for the recommendation for Jimmy John. Wait, Marine said hi to me? Wait, is that a real thing? Are you serious? I'm gonna fangirl if that's a real thing. There's no way she knows who I really am. There's no way. There's no way. She's way too big. That would blow my mind. Oh my god. Well, holy crap. Tell her I said hi and thanks. And she's an inspiration to me. Before I even, like, decided to become a VTuber, I remember watching some of Marine's streams. And just being like, that's so cool. That's so awesome. Fangirl mode active. I just can't believe that somebody, like, that big on the platform would even notice me or even, like, be aware of me at all. I kind of talk about you to her sometimes. I appreciate that so much. I mean, I obviously have zero expectations from that. Like, I would never expect anything from anybody. I also, like, very much like that I've been making my own climb by myself. And it's not been by myself. Obviously, the community is here to support. They share. They talk about me to their friends. It's just, it's shocking that, like, I even would, like, be on somebody's radar even for a second. Like, that's the part to me I'm like, oh my god, really? I'll probably sleep now. It's 10 p.m. here. I hope you have a wonderful weekend if I don't get a chance to speak to you within, like, the next day or so. Rest well. Get some sleep. Good luck with your projects. I can't wait to discuss the mobile app with you a little bit more. Who's Marine? Marine is a VTuber. Hold on, I'll pull up a picture of her avatar for those who don't know who Marine is. Open image, a new tab. And then I gotta just switch over here. There we go. So that's Marine. She is a VTuber. I watched her streams before, like, even before I started, like, my channel. Well, I mean, like, I'd already started my... That's a confusing statement. I'd already started my channel, but I was watching her streams, like, in the in-between. Nice rules at the bottom. Yeah, it's because of the Vox Libre stream yesterday. I didn't kill that off. I probably should. But, you know, laziness. Butter, welcome to the stream. Rosie, you are definitely part of the community. Rated her many YouTube adventures. Of course you are! I mean, you even have, literally, a green membership name. Come on now, you hang out in the Discord all the time. I see you there all the time. I know I don't always get a chance to, like, hang out in the Discord and, like, do stuff there, like, or chat, like, all the time, because I'm constantly working on stuff. Wait, sometimes she watches your stream on my phone? Wait. I mean, she's got to think I'm, like, probably the most amateur. She's got to think I am so unprofessional. There is no way she looks at this and is like, yep, that's how you do it. Oh, God. The scuff alone. I mean, like, I always have a technical difficulty. Rosie, you are very much a part of this community. Don't you ever doubt it for a single second. Everybody here will back me up on that statement. Damn, Rain, welcome to the big leagues. It's not like, you know, we're buddies and we're, like, chatting on Discord or anything. She's seen my stream one time and said hi. That's it. Let's not oversell it, okay? Let's not overdo it. Let's not get too excited. I like to keep my expectations nice and low, so I'm never disappointed. On time becomes more times becomes... I'm glad that you're all noticing I'm becoming more consistent. I'm trying. I'm really trying. It's not the easiest because, like I said, I deal with a lot of chronic pain issues because of my disability. It's not always easy for me to sit here for several hours and like live stream in VTube. And one of the reasons why I ended up not going the 3D model direction is because, like, sometimes I need to move around and sit in awkward positions just to be comfortable enough to live stream. And if I had, like, body tracking, like, software following that, it would look so weird. I tested this out with just a different 3D model, and it just doesn't look right. I sit weird. My arms are, like, in weird positions sometimes because that's what's comfy for me. But it doesn't translate well. So what I might end up doing is, like, kind of like a pseudo 3D thing where it looks like I'm, like, moving naturally, but that's more of, like, software, and it just still moves my mouse. So it's going to be like a PNG tuber, but that looks like it's 3D. And I think that's going to be, like, a good middle ground for me, so that way I don't have to worry about, like, tracking software and cameras and all this other weird stuff that's just not going to end up looking that great. Yeah, she's massing. Face tracking alone makes my fake... Yeah, and it's like, the face tracking would be fine, right? But, like, what happens when I hunch over and I need to, like, rest my hand on, like, my chin for a while because, like, that's the most comfy way for me to sit for a while, right? And like, what if I need to, like, I don't know, there's like a bunch of other stuff like in the background that I'm worried about, like the body tracking thing. And unfortunately, like doing like like I would never be able to stand and do like the full body tracking. That's a shame. That'll be a recipe for disaster. Have you only tried the face track? So I've done the face tracking. I'm still experimenting, so I'm not going to say it's completely off the table, but just based on the software that I've messed with and my own ability to draw assets for these programs, that is why it's been shelved several times. And that's also why the other day I showed off that drawing of my avatar that I was like, this is an alpha drawing, because I'm experimenting with how like different software will like manipulate like the assets that I put in, because it's not like a regular drawing. You have to layer it. It all has to fit. Some of the lines can't be drawn in properly. Like, you have to just use colors and imply stuff. Like, it gets really wonky. Leah knows what I'm talking about, though. She's made a couple of her own avatars already. It's not like that straightforward. And I'm also trying to like update the design of my character a little bit. So like at the same time, I'm not only drawing new assets that I need for my new model that is expanding on what I can do, but I also want to like change the style a little bit at the same time. Honestly, using the mouse and analog tracking on my raw model has been more expressive than I expected. I'm going to have to look into that a little bit. Actually, that sounds like it would be really cool. Oh, Rain, she was watching with me on the Raining Bomb stream. She had fun, but it's kind of hard to translate to her in Japanese because she doesn't understand English too well. That's totally fine. I'm glad she at least liked the idea of it. Hey, who knows? Maybe I'll get Marine to play some Boxa Libre. That would be amazing. Wait, how do VTuber models even work? Do you create it in a 3D engine? So this model that you're looking at right now is actually just several PNGs just layered very creatively on top of each other. Then the software reads my microphone input, and I set like 2 lines that say, this is when my mouth is open, and this is when my mouth is closed. And any audio in between, my mouth is open. So like there's like a high point to like my speaking and a low point. And the mouth only opens between those 2 points. Everything else is controlled through the keyboard, or automatically. So like my tail, like waving, that's all done through the software. I don't do any of that. My tail just wags on its own. It just does whatever it wants. Just like a regular cat tail. BRB getting ready to rhyme model. I love that. Collab when? Yeah, I wish. In my wildest dreams. That's when it'll happen. Oh, Oski also said hi. Tell them I said hi too. I want to be a YouTuber like Rain. Don't let your dreams be dreams. The best time to start working on your dreams is right now. Today. Today. I made a video about this a while ago. I might redo the concept of the video, but here's like some hard cold truths about like how I got started on YouTube. I had the cheapest... Sorry, I got disconnected for a second, so there might have been like a bump in my audio. Hopefully the stream is still up. Oh goodness, I should double check. I should make sure the stream is actually working still. Is the stream still up? See, Raven knows what I'm talking about. She started working on her dreams, and she's already made steps in the right direction. It can take several years. Do not let that be a deterrent. Start today. Whatever you need to do. right? If you've decided in your life, like, I want to be a YouTuber, right? But you don't know, like, you don't have the hardware or whatever, all you have to do is start problem solving for it. There are free and open source applications that you can use to start making videos that will work on pretty much any hardware that you throw at it, like Caden Live, Krita, GIMP is another, like, editing software, like photo editing software that you can use to help you edit your videos. This is all free and open source and will run on pretty much any hardware at all. Now, Caden Live is going to struggle rendering videos if you're on lower hardware. So if you don't have the CPU to do a render, that might become a little bit of an issue for you. But OBS is also your best friend. And that, again, is free and open source. So you could pretty much have all the tools available to you right now to start making YouTube videos if you want to. And if you don't know how to make YouTube videos, not only I would be willing to teach you how to make YouTube videos, I've got several tutorials that I've already made about Caden Live on my Linux channel, but there are already hundreds of videos, thousands of videos teaching you how to edit. Like, in any one of those videos, even if it's not the software you're particularly using, sometimes just like watching how people edit a video teaches you, like, oh wait, I like that idea. I'm gonna figure out how to, like, do that creative, like, cut, or learn how to edit, like, in this particular way, or just figure it out for the software that I have. Try thinking outside of the box, and don't, like, ever let yourself, like, be held back by, like, oh, I don't have, like, a $2,000 gaming PC or anything like that. I did all my live streams for Vox Libre, for Genshin Impact, for all of those, like, initial games that started the channel off. I did them all on the laptop. And for Genshin Impact, my laptop was running so hot that I had to blow a actual fan on it just to keep it cool enough to get the live stream running. But those are the lengths I was willing to go to, like, get the show going. Can I start tomorrow? You can start tomorrow if you want, but the best time to start is right now. The second best time would be to start tomorrow, and the third best time would be to start the day after that. But don't put it off. If this is something you really want to do, and it could apply that to anything, you want to be an artist, take that same advice and just change it a little bit and just get started. Draw your first drawing right now. Even if you don't know how to draw anything, just draw something. Grab some pencils, grab some paper. You know, my first drawing was a Sharpie marker. That's what I drew in. I didn't have a pencil. I drew in a Sharpie. If you don't believe me, I'll pull up my first drawing. You can look at it. My very first drawing I ever tried to put any real effort into was drawn in Sharpie marker. Dalton, it's good to see you. I almost missed you there for a second. Most people regret the things they don't try, not the things they do. That is perfectly said, Maid. I fully agree with that. I remember those days. Dark Raven was around for the scuff, the initial scuff. I remember the laggy Vox Libre streams. I know, it was so rough. All the graphics had to be turned down. Everything was so bad. I had no idea what I was doing. I invited Dark Raven on for a stream one time, and I was like, Dark Raven, I cannot concentrate, because I wasn't that good at live streaming yet. So I was like, Dark Raven, I cannot concentrate on building this building while live streaming and talking at the same time. So can I invite you on my live stream? I'm going to build and just ask you questions from time to time, and you do the talking. So it was like almost like an interview while I was building my base. It was actually really good, though. We had a lot of fun with that. In fact, I should bring Dark Raven back on. It's been too long. But I'm on vacation. Do I have to start now? I will give you an exception. You are allowed to start after your vacation. Question, what is the most comfortable sleeping position for Miss Rain? It's hard to sleep without hurting yourself moving around. Okay, so 99% of the time, I will sleep either flat on my back, or I will have my feet raised with my bed and my, like, back raised up a little bit. So almost like I'm sleeping in, like, a curved, like, U position almost, but it's almost always flat on my back. Now, what happens when I sleep is I do naturally roll and toss and turn like any other person in the world. And if I turn over to my right side, I'm totally fine. if I turn over to my left side and I press in on my left hip just right, it will wake me up. And it sucks. That's why I like sleeping in the U position, because it's harder for me to turn to my like left or right when I do that. But it's also not always comfortable to sleep like that. Like sometimes I want to sleep flat, you know? My first drawing was with Cool in elementary school. Very scuffed. I'd love to see it if you still have a copy of it. I say that I brought my laptop to do script work on vacation. Don't do any work on vacation. You're on vacation. Do nothing. Do absolutely nothing and love it. And love yourself for it. Do whatever you want. Go somewhere, waste time sitting in the park, sit in the sunshine, watch the sky, daydream. Watch a bunch of YouTube videos, educate yourself on something new, learn a new skill, learn how to draw. If you want, like, I mean, well, okay, that's kind of work, right? But like, to me, drawing isn't work, right? I just love drawing. What do you mean, bird on the stream? I'm saying I should bring you back on again so that we could do another. Oh goodness, another interview. Personally, I don't like how it looks, but my mom decided to hang it on the living room wall. Oh, my first drawing was with Cole in elementary. I misread that. Okay, all right, all right. I still would like to see it. Plot world domination in the name of cat girls with your vacation. Leon, that is honestly the best use of your vacation time that you could possibly do. And if you're going to plot world domination in the name of a cat girl, hey, listen, you're always welcome to give Rainey some free device. Listen, I'm definitely not trying to take over the world at all. I will conquer this platform one heart at a time. I'll do stuff when I'm 18. You have time to figure it out, though, Zookeeper. And this, honestly, is the best time for you to just decide what you want to do, right? So experiment with art, experiment with video creation, right? Experiment with things and just try them, right? It's like a hat. Put it on, see if you like it. I got interested in electrical by watching a YouTube channel called Electro Boom. And I just started watching it as a hobby. And I eventually ended up learning electrical and, like, doing work in the electrical field. So, like... Oh, and one last thing, too, that I want to say is you're not stuck on the path that you are on. Obviously, like, as being part of the LGBTQ community, that should be obvious, right? But, like, career-wise, right? Like, let's say you go to school for one thing. You don't have to do that thing that you went to school for. I did some schooling after the military, and I studied criminal justice, and I never used a single part of that to, like, any of it. It's helped me with, like, research and, like, looking into things and, like, investigating things in my personal life, but I've never actually formally used any part of the knowledge that I gained. Well, okay, that's not necessarily true, because when I had my accident, they gave me a traffic ticket for failure to yield to the truck that hit me, right, which was complete bullshit. So I went to court for that, and I remember meeting up with the prosecutor. Because it was just a traffic ticket, I didn't need a lawyer, but you still had to go to court, and I was like, I'm absolutely, like, not going to accept this. So I meet with the guy, and I come with, like, this, like, obviously, like, I'm in my wheelchair. I've got, like, an armful of, like, documents and stuff like that. I came fully prepared. And the prosecutor looks at me, and he's like, so what's your intention here? And I'm like, I'm going to fight this and get this dismissed. I'm like, I'm not interested in taking a plea deal. I'm not going to take this, like, down, right? Like, I am taking this to trial. And he just, like, looks at me, and he's like, oh, okie dokie. I'll try to get a hold of, like, the police officer so that, you know, we can cross-examine and blah, blah, blah. Right? So, like, fast forward a couple weeks. It's time for the trial. I show up. I'm prepared. I've made notes. Like, I have, like, a presentation. I even did, like, a diagram of, like, how the intersection was set up to, like, show where I was hit and, like, blah, 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 and all of that. And the prosecutor just goes up to the stand and was just like, we're going to just dismiss this case in the interest of justice. And I was like, no, my one time to use my criminal justice skills. And they just dismissed the case. Apparently, he wasn't interested in fighting it. And the police officer didn't want to show up to be cross-examined. Gee, I wonder why. I had so many good questions, too. I had, like, a whole notebook of questions ready to ask the police officer. I wanted it on the record. I wanted to find out exactly what the motivations were. Like, I had it set up in a way where I was like, I'm going to try to get out of the officer why they concluded it was failure to yield and not like another lesser thing or nothing at all, right? That was what the questions were designed for. I honestly think that he just didn't want to show up for it. He was just too impressed. I think he knew that, like, he didn't have a case. Like, I think he probably looked at it and looked at, like, what the police officer did and, like, the actual circumstances, because I had already won my civil case at that point. Like, I already won the civil case, so I just needed to finish off, like, the actual one that, like, was involved for the government. And after the civil case, I like, my lawyer was like, do you need help with that? And I'm like, actually, I think I'm good. I'm like, this one's just a traffic ticket, so I think I got this one. Baytran, welcome back. Rain's power scared them off? I mean, like, if you walk into any, like, situation with the confidence to win, that usually intimidates most people. I mean, you have to think about it from the prosecutor's point of view. Like, he was an older gentleman. He probably just does, like, traffic court cases, like regular speeding tickets and stuff. He's probably like, this is too much for me. I don't want to deal with this. This chick doesn't even want to take, like, a plea deal. He's like, all of this for a stupid ticket that's, like, not even, like, legal? Like, nope, I'm not fighting this. Just, like, dust the hands off. Yep, not my problem. I am also going to have to commission Raven as well. You're not allowed to keep giving me freebies. I gotta pay you at some point. But I do want to talk to you about a couple of design things. I know we were talking about the weapon already. I haven't set it up yet, but I do want to do, like, one of your weapons. So does that mean Rain scales above the U.S. police force? Only sometimes. Only sometimes. Viola, I don't think I greeted you formally yet this entire stream, so sorry if I missed you earlier. Welcome to the stream, cutie. It's so good to see you again. Miss Joshua, I see you there as well. And don't be afraid to use a year doing something you might not continue. That is actually really good advice, Dalton. The actual skill you learn, a lot of other skills without meaning to. Okay, so what Dalton is trying to hit on there, and I almost missed that. That was really good advice. Here's something that I did. So at the same time of taking that criminal justice course, I took a couple of electives too. I took a video editing elective, and I took a Mandarin Chinese course for my language. And those two things have ended up being more useful to me than everything else I studied for criminal justice. Just to, like, really send that point home from Dalton. Those were just electives that I was just like, oh, I'm interested in that. And it was that, like, foundational, like, video editing skill, a lot had changed. A lot had changed. I had to relearn a lot, but because I'd already had some experience editing videos, like even 10 years before that, like I kind of knew what I was doing a little bit. I was just like, okay, all right, that's a little different. This has changed. Oh, you could do it this way now, right? It's easier now, actually. I think it's easier to edit videos than it used to be. Like, I think I could even pull off, if I wanted to, that, like, stunt where, like, you have multiple of the same you in the same frame at the same time. Like, I think I know how to do that now. Wait, is that say small puppy, Brian? Thank you for the subscription. I don't know if I read that right because, like, it was the same color as, like, my drawing. Hopefully I read that correctly. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for the subscription. Vile tempter Baytran, you better be careful. You're gonna get your toenails removed. Why is the chat on top chat by default? I was so confused why I didn't see the message. Oh no, did I? Oh, I probably forgot to switch it. That's usually on me, sorry. Hold on, I can fix that. I can fix that, I think. Wait, can I fix it through here? I cannot. Hold on. Oh crap, I gotta go do it through the thing. No, not like that. No, cancel. Oh god, I am scuffed. I'm scuffing everything this morning. Like, comment, and subscribe for more of this. Do you like hot messes? Boy, you sure signed up for the right YouTube channel. Okay, if I change this setting, I think it'll work. Did that fix it? I think that fixed it. I think that fixed it. The scuff builds character. It actually, it really does, honestly. The best thing you can ever do is honestly just take ownership of the things that you mess up on and just be honest with people about it. Don't, like, freak out about the mistakes you make, right? I mean, that happens, right? Things that I say don't always come out of my mouth correctly, right? I have said some goofy stuff before, but most people know I'm only kidding or I just misspeak, right? Whenever you're doing, like, a live stream, be prepared to, like, mess things up because, like, it's live. You can't, like, take it back, you know? So just, like, kind of embrace that you're gonna make mistakes sometimes. Just roll with it. Laugh at yourself a little bit. It's funny, it's silly, it's goofy, it's a little scuffed, but hey, you know? We figure it out. It gets better. The quality of my content has improved so much from the way I used to make videos. My cat keeps opening my cabinets. It's not like there's anything except dust, so it's so annoying. I have to keep them closed. You might need to get that child-proofing thing. Those little latches for the cabinets that the kids can't open up. The scuff of scuffing. I love that comic. I might actually borrow that. That's what was up. I just changed it on my end. There was a viewer toggle for top/all chat. Yeah, I screwed it up too. Embrace the scuff. Rain, what's heavier, a kilogram of steel or a kilogram of feathers? Well, everybody knows it's a kilogram of feathers. Everyone knows that feathers are super dense and heavy. That's just science. I can prove it too. Watch, I will drop a kilogram of steel and a kilogram of feathers at the same time, and the feathers will hit the ground first. Alright, hopefully everybody knows I'm joking there. Streaming do be the video editing equivalent of sketching in a pen. Oh my god, that is so true. But I do like it. In fact, that's actually why. So for those who weren't aware, everybody who watched the live stream yesterday and participated in that, you were part of the filming of a new Rain video. Yay. I think, honestly, just to make my life easier, I'm just going to film the episodes that I want to, like, release on the channel formally, like the formal videos. I'm just going to film them on live stream from now on if they're game related, and then make a video about it, because it's way too much work to live stream, then play a game offline, and then try to make a video about that. It's just way too much work. It's a lot. Like, the Vox Libre video took me weeks to put together because, like, I filmed half of it offline. And then I also filmed the first part of that video, like, 2 years before that when I was a completely different person with a completely different persona. To Rain and Anna, I have been hypnotized by Raid's cuteness and Anna's coolness to keep giving you both freebies. I do not want your money. I'm giving you both freebies till the day I die. But you've earned your keep. At minimum, I'm giving you head pats. You can't say no to that. Head pats for Raven. For both Ravens, Dark Raven and the Marine Raven, the artist Raven. Actually, they're both technically artists. One's a musician and one's, like, actually an artist. More air in the bucket, so feathers? No? Well, you know, air is what's, like, helping push it down faster. It's the air in between the feathers that, like, adds more weight to the bucket. Everybody knows that's how it works. Forced head pats. Mr. Lower, I see you there, cutie. How you doing today? Did you enjoy the Vox Libre stream? I saw you made a comment, but I missed it because I was getting bombed out in that, like, cave. I went to go check, like, sometimes I'll watch part of the streams back and I completely glossed over your comment. One is a musician, the other is well, I didn't mean to phrase it that way. I meant, like, one is, like, a, like, pen and paper and draws things artist, and one is, like, a music artist. Words are difficult. I'm sorry. I don't do words too good sometimes. Not an artist anymore. We have the artist and the real artist. Oh no. No, I didn't mean it like that, I promise. See, I was just saying a minute ago, you know, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Music and arts are separate classes in a school. Yes, they are both artists, but one is a traditional drawing artist and the other is a music artist. They are both artists, just to clarify. Oh, goodness. And that is a perfect example of something leaving my mouth and I didn't think it through properly. Oh, God, the worst one recently was when I was looking at the giant bat with the banana in its mouth. I didn't even mean to say it like that. I didn't even think about it. I was just like, oh, wow, that's impressive. I can't believe that bat, like, can eat like that. I didn't mean to say it the way I said it on live stream. An illustrator, there we go. Leah knows the proper terms because she's a real artist and I'm just an enthusiastic doodler. Leon's got the real art talent. She always has. By the way, if you for those who are new here, did you all know that Leon originally drew my first avatar for me? I hired Leon as an artist to help me because I wasn't an artist yet. That's how long Leon and I have known each other. I didn't even know how to draw when I first met her. Okay, alright, I see a new person came in. I'm gonna try my best, and I'm gonna go with Haji Mika Meiko Jima? I'm gonna go with Jima, if you're cool with that, but welcome to the stream. Hopefully I pronounced any part of that correctly. I probably didn't. I'm gonna guess I didn't. Yeah, that was a tough one for me. And it being all lowercase too, I didn't know where to start the enunciation and end it. Hajime Okajima. Hajime Okajima. Thank you so much. So how would you like me to say it? Which part? Hajime or Okajima? Yay! See, I can be taught. Baytran, are you spreading lies through the community again? Call me Hajime. I will do my best to remember the pronunciation. It might take me a few times. Don't be afraid to like give me a little elbow now and then and just be like, Rain. Rain. Rain, you're scuffing my name again. Just ask Baytran, because for like, I kid you not, for like 3 months, I called Baytran B-Tran. I'm like, hey B-Tran, what's up B-Tran? Eventually, Baytran was like, you know, it's pronounced Baytran, not B-Tran. I'm just biased because I love being trans. Someday I will get this girl to accept she's a talented artist too. I don't know about talented. I don't know about that. That seems like an adjective that doesn't quite fit me very well. How about enthusiastic? I'm an enthusiastic artist. The one thing I will say about my art, though, is I think I'm finally, after all these years, breaking into my own, like, style a little bit. I think I've, like, figured out the things I like about, like, my line work, what parts of the roughness I do like. Like, my line work has always been rough, but there are certain aspects of that roughness that I think complement my art, and then there are lessons that you have pointed out to me very clearly. Like, Leon has actually pointed out some things where it's like, okay, roughness is not good for when you're doing this or you're doing that, X, Y, and Z, right? But sometimes, like, having, like, really rough line work works to your favor. It just really depends on the drawing and, like, what you're trying to accomplish. It's either that or admit cuteness! One of the two! Oh no! Oh no, so wait, no. Now I've got to admit I'm an actual artist or I'm actually cute. Wait. This feels like it deserves a vote, right? It's one or the other, right? So is Rain an actual artist or is she actually cute? Let's find out. Artist! Cute. Bam. What's that ending to epic rap battles? You decide, right? Now you all get to decide. Oh god, the dilemma. Cutest. Hey, that actually works really well, Baytran. Both is good. Boycott. Y'all throwing the vote out? Why not both? Hey, listen, I'm forcing everybody to pick. If Leon's gonna force me to pick, I'm gonna force you all to pick. Why are you all voting cute? Hey, at least now I'm not an artist. Oh no, but that means I'm cute. I don't know which one. I don't know about any of this. Maybe this was a bad idea. Now you get to admit one or the other. Myself? Jack can handle the other end? Oh god. Alright, I'm willing to admit I'm an artist. Apparently chat just thinks I'm cute. Maybe it's cute because I draw. I don't know. By the way, when I'm talking about rough line work, that heart, like, abstract drawing that you see next to me right now, that's a good example of, like, having really rough lines and, like, letting the colors kind of, like, take the drawing as opposed to, like, sketching formal lines for it. That's it. Like, that drawing's a really good example of what I was just talking about. Oh, God. The walls are closing in on the cuteness. 80% of you voted I'm cute. That would mean, like, it's like when you hear the commercials, right? And then, like, 8 out of 10 scientists agree that Rain is cute. It's democracy. $80-20 rule or something? I honestly, like, that fell perfectly in place. I know the vote was a little unfair because I was forcing y'all to pick between two things, but oh my goodness, the cute bias is unreal. I mean, why are we still debating on the cuteness? We settled on that a long time ago. Apparently we did. Apparently I was the only one not in the know. Okay, alright. Just because chat has twisted my arm, I'm going to admit I am cute. Sometimes. Sometimes. Not all the time. Especially not first thing in the morning. But I can be sometimes cute. It's circumstantial cuteness. At minimum. At best. At best. It's circumstantial cuteness. Raid literally. Well, I had no choice. Like, what am I supposed to do? I put it up to a vote. Clip that and remove the sometimes. Just beep over it. That way it sounds like I'm cursing. It'll be like, oh, I am beep cute. Oh, wait, why am I giving you suggestions? That's a bad idea. Don't do that. You know what is funny, though, is that, like, you could just take normal things that people say and just add that beep line to it, and it just, like, it all of a sudden, like, it changes the context of what they're saying. I've thought about doing, like, that in some of my videos that are upcoming, just as, like, a goof. Great idea, Rain! Oh, goodness. Giving you all too many ideas. Okay, so here is what is on my agenda for the rest of the weekend. We have to do that. We do have to make Miss Anna admit she's cool. Floating away today, head pats for you, my friend. We will get Anna to admit it. If I have to admit I'm cute via vote, we will make Anna admit she is cool. Your mistake was saying sometimes at the end of the statement. Oh, no. It's too easy to cut around. You can just do a super cut. Honestly, there is enough of me live streaming, like, videos out there where you could probably do a supercut and you could just take one word of each thing I've said and basically make me say anything I want. Now, would it, like, come together well? It wouldn't, right? Because obviously I have different tones and inflections for each word. But you could basically probably, at this point, cut together almost anything because I've probably said that word at least once. I mean, I've been doing this for, like, 3 years now. I'm making a drawing with Rain holding a sign that says I'm cute and one for Anna that says I'm holding a sign I'm cool. I gotta do something about my cough. By the way, if anybody's been wondering about the cough, I'm actually totally fine. I had a checkup not too long ago, and I brought up to the doctor that I've been coughing a lot. And I mentioned that I use my voice a lot for, like, what I do. And they're like, well, that's probably your problem. You're probably just talking too much. And I'm like, is this the first time we've met? Talk too much? That's like a normal thing for me. But yeah, I talk way more than normal on live stream because, like, I'm the only one who's part of the conversation. So, like, if there's dead air, well, then, like, it's just dead air. It's just music and stuff. Not that entertaining. I'm sure glad that I'm completely safe from such accusations. Unlike Rain, don't you worry, I'm coming for you, Leon. You've started the cutie war, but I will finish it. We are coming to get you to admit you're cute. You may have won the battle, but I will win the war. By the way, I've been watching more of Leon's live streams just to, like, chill out and hang out. I love watching her streams. She has been playing Slay the Princess recently. It's been so fun to watch that. What has been hilarious, though, is, like, I've been napping, like, during her streams and just kind of relaxing and just, like, hanging out with, like, some of the other people that are even in, like, my audience right now. Also are regulars there as well. So I'll hang out with them. I'll hang out with Maddie. I'll hang out with just ones and zeros there, and we'll just chit chat. But what was so funny about that entire thing is, like, it seemed like every time I showed up, there was a cat girl princess on screen. Every single time. I have no idea how we timed it out like that. Just ones and zeros. There you are, cutie. I see you there. My cat girl senses were tingling or something. Don't ever try to get a cat girl by old Rady. Like, incredibly reliable napping and waking up every time the cat girl princess came on. I can't believe it. So, like, I wasn't even, like, really napping. Like, what was going on is more like dozing. I kind of hard to explain, but this is, like, what kind of happens to me when I fall asleep. Like, if anybody's had a conversation with me and I just stop suddenly talking, here's, like, what happens. I start dozing off, on and off, and sometimes it'll be for, like, an hour. And if anybody's ever gotten a panicked reply message from me that says, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I fell asleep," that's usually what will happen. And that's, like, what was going on there, is I was just, like, kind of fading in and out. And I'm not sure if I was, like, subconsciously listening and I could just, like, hear it. But something woke me up and it was, like, cat girl time. Is YouTube up to its antics again? Oh, probably. I gotta go now. Have a good day. It was so good to have you here, Rosie. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'm probably going to wrap the stream up myself, too. We've already been plagued with enough technical difficulties today. And I also got to figure out now hardware issues. There's also a plumber coming over, very likely within, like, the next hour or so, to come fix the hot water heater in our apartment. So I gotta wrap up to, like, monitor that situation as well. So I'm probably gonna wrap the live stream up here in a couple of minutes. Rain, do you watch YTP still? Or have you ever liked them? Wait. Oh, wait, I know what that is. Wait, YouTube poop? I used to watch that a while ago, and I still watch some videos like that. I enjoy that content. I especially enjoy when, like, a content creator doesn't take their platform very seriously, and it's like they've set the whole thing up to be, like, a giant in-joke. I do enjoy that in a niche way. It really depends on the content creator, and it really depends on, like, what direction they're going in with it, but I do enjoy that. what I used to really enjoy a long time ago, and even though they're like very fake, I used to enjoy ARGs. ARGs were a lot of fun. I know they're fictional, but I just like the idea of the story. And if anybody doesn't know what that is, it's an augmented reality game. I'm going to try to find my favorite one. What is it? Let me see if I can... What was it called again? The Sun Vanished. That's what it was. That was one of my favorite ARGs. The Sun Vanished. And it was just about this, like, Twitter account. And they just started tweeting one day that the sun didn't rise for them. And it was like this whole story about, like, all this creepy stuff that started happening because the sun wouldn't rise anymore. And like I said, I just used to like that kind of stuff. I thought it was interesting. My partner loves YouTube. They can be good. Not every, like, sometimes they're bad, right? Like, with any type of content on this platform, there's a spectrum. There is really good YouTube poop content, and then there's, like, just like, oh God, why am I even watching this? I'm really annoyed with plumbers currently. I'm really annoyed with plumbing issues because not even 2 weeks ago, we had to have another plumbing issue fixed because my bathroom ceiling was leaking, and the ceiling tile fell through while it was in the bathroom. Oh my God! I screamed so loud, and Anna was sleeping. And like the next morning, I was like, "You didn't hear me screaming in the middle of the night when the ceiling tile fell?" So we've had a rodent issue in the house, and the rodents will sometimes like walk across the ceiling tile, and I could hear their footsteps. So when I was in the ladies' room and the ceiling tile fell, I thought that like, oh, they had like found their way in. They're like, I'm like, oh no, this is it. It's a counterattack. They got me at my most vulnerable position. No. They're invading. Anyway, so I was so freaked out. That was horrible. YouTube poop stuff gets Lily giggling. I like it's objectively can be very good if you're into silly like content like that. FBI open up. Oh my God. It was like that though, because it came crashing violently down. And the way that my bathroom is set up, there's a wall in the way. So the ceiling tile fell into the bathtub, thankfully enough, right? So I was really lucky with that. And like the water had leaked into the tub, so I didn't really need too many buckets or anything, right? But because of like where I was sitting in the bathroom, I didn't even know what happened. I just heard a crash. I saw a hole in the ceiling, and like I just like freaked out instantly. I'm like, oh no! The end is here. This is the end of Rainy. I've said so many times, you know, you gotta get up pretty early in the morning to get one past Rainy. Well, that was early enough in the morning to get one past old Rainy. Completely taken by surprise. Dalton, it was so good to see you. I'm glad that you've been hanging out a little bit more recently. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, cutie. All right, I think this is where I'm going to wrap up the stream. I do want to say that we're going to be doing the TNT stream again on Monday. For anybody who wants to watch the rest of that, I'm going to start doing Subnautica next week, and I might do one other game. I'm thinking RimWorld. So I've got 3 games planned. I'm going to publish a schedule by tomorrow for anybody who wants to watch any of the live streams next week. Whoops. Oh, that was my search result for that ARG. That's the screen I wanted to go to. But before I go, I do like to say a very special thank you to everybody who's been so supportive recently. She's about to crash out on I guess so, right? Snake, I'm sorry, the timing was not that great for you. I do like to say a very special thank you, though, to everybody who's been so supportive recently. it's been above and beyond. Like, I'm actually shocked at the overwhelming support that has been coming in, and it just keeps growing. I promise you, I'm going to get way more content out on the channels going forward. Thank you all for just being there, like, for the past 2 months. I know I keep coming out here and I keep thanking everybody over and over for it, but it's like, the only reason I'm here live streaming right now is because of what the community did for me. And it's thanks to all of you. Nobody had to help me out. Nobody has to help me fix, like, problems and, like, to help keep this show going, but you did. So thank you from the bottom of my heart to yours. All right, but with all of that out of the way, thank you all so much for joining me for this live stream, and I hope everyone out there has a wonderful day. Floating away today, I saw that. Everybody, head pats in the chat real quick. Floating away today, thought they could sneak by. Give me a sneak attack. I saw that, cutie. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I was talking about, my thank you. All right, I'm going for realsies now, but I wanted to send head pats before I go. Mr. Lower, it's so good to see you as always, my friend. I usually type that out, but hey, now I got a chance to say it. All right, signing off for realsies now.